Hello, Sagittarius. This is Jay from Live to Love Tarot, here to do your connection and separation read along with your singles. These reads may not resonate with all, so take what works. Also, I have a tendency of saying hear him in regards to the other person. Know the roles can reverse. So we're going to start with the surrounding energy. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So the surrounding energy of this read right now is that you both are trying your best to really come together and make the decision not to allow any stress or anxiety to mentally entrap you in your head. You're trying to let go of that energy. So what challenges are you facing? We have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Cups, along with the Justice card. You know, I feel like you're trying to find peace and balance because you're trying to figure out what you want. You know that you're holding on to old wounds, but there's times when you move towards wanting to rebuild this connection, but you still haven't let go of those old wounds that you're holding on to. What else? We have the Star card, the Judgment card. Yeah, you're still not forgiving this person for their choices. You're still having a difficult time finding comfort with the past, and a lot of it is because when you don't forgive someone, it takes away from your ability to have full hope, faith, and belief that things will get better. When you lose faith in the fact that you can't forgive someone, it prevents you from finding stability. So what advice will Spirit have for you? We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, Spirit's telling you, you have got to stop reevaluating any fear or any clouded judgment that stands in your way in finding peace with the past. It's really time for you to find peace with the past. It's time for you to move forward and really forgive yourself and this person for everything that occurred in this connection. What is the current connective energy, the recent past, and a challenge? What is the current connective energy, the recent past, and a challenge with you and your person? We have distance, barriers, separation, and space as the current connective energy. We have heart song as the recent past. The challenge is frozen. And what needs to happen for you two to find balance? We have spiritual connection. Let's get distance, barriers, separation, and space. We have the Ace of Cups along with the King of Cups. I do feel like right now you both are in this energy of trying your best to master your emotions and let down the barriers that prevent you from finding self-peace with each other. In the recent past, we have Heart Song. We have the Two of Cups along with the Knight of Swords. I do feel like in the recent past, you both realized that it was time to embrace what was in your heart instead of your ego, in order to start being truthful with yourself and letting go of the things you're holding on to this past partnership. And so this barrier is your ego. You're taking down that barrier in order to master your emotions, heal from this past connection, and find self-peace with it. A challenge at times is frozen. There are some times there were some deep immature actions done on both parts. And sometimes it's almost like you go into this frozen energy, you kind of go into the stalemate energy, and it prevents you from ending those immature actions because these immature actions are exactly what hurt you deeply. So sometimes you don't want to face them. Sometimes you want to ignore them. What you both need to do to bring balance to this connection, you need to accept that you still have deep love for each other. If you have the courage to embrace that not only is this a soul-to-soul connection, but the fact is there is that deep love within you for each other, this is going to help you to heal. Being authentic with how you feel is so important in order to move forward. It is so important in order to find peace with the past. It is so important that you are real with yourself. And sometimes it's so hard because we don't want to accept the fact that we still love someone so deep that hurt us so bad. So, What is your person's energy towards you? What is their intention and what is their challenge right now? Your person's energy toward you is vows. Their intention is pride. A challenge is time. And what needs to happen for you two to find balance, we have upheaval. So let's get vows. Vows. We have the Emperor along with the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like right now your person's energy is they're trying their best to get a hold of their emotions. You know, really be compassionate, loving as they navigate and healing from this past commitment. So your person is trying to stand in a stable energy of love in order to let go of the things from this past commitment they're holding on to. Their intention is not to allow their pride or their ego to take away from their ability to find stability, to see the better part of this connection. You have to be able to balance the good with the bad to truly move forward. And I feel like this is what your person is trying to do. They're trying to take the good times and balance them with the bad times. A challenge with your person, I feel like your person's stuck. You know, it's almost like they go through some of these cycle completions, but then they let their guard out, and or their guard up, and they become apprehensive of facing these hard triggers, and it prevents them from moving forward. And it's kind of normal. It's not a bad thing because some people take longer time to heal. What they need to do to bring balance to this connection, they need to really cut out any drama or chaos they're holding on to from the past relationship. It's time for them to go within, do some deep soul searching, and really figure out what it is that puts them in this guarded energy. What is it that puts them in their ego? When you're in your ego, you cannot heal. You know, your ego is what makes you guarded. Your ego is what creates your ego. There's difference between having pride in something and using your ego to protect you from healing. And I feel like what your person needs to do is withdraw from that because it's preventing them from facing the fact and the real truth of how they feel. And if you're not being honest or authentic with how you feel, you're not healing. So what messages does your person have for you? What does your person want you to know? I just got caught up in the moment. It all comes down to timing. Yeah. We have the Chariot and the Two of Swords. I do feel like your person wants you to know as they got caught up, they did get caught up in everything bad that was going on. I don't think it was getting better. And as they overcome some of the confusion, they do realize that there were times when they got caught up in the moment and they may have made things worse than they needed to be. It all comes down to timing. We have the High Priestess along with the Four of Wands. I do feel like your person does want you to know that they do believe you're their soulmate. They do believe that you're one of their soulmates because we have many. And they're using their intuition to guide them towards creating a stable foundation, knowing that it all comes down to timing. They feel like you two will find your way back to each other in some sort of way, even if it's just friendship. But right now, it might not be the right time. The timing might not be right. So, near future intentions, actions, changes. We have boundaries along with beginnings. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. I do feel like in the near future, your person is really going to work on trying to create personal boundaries, not allowing their ego to dictate their emotions so that they can figure out if you are the one, so that they can change their energy when it comes to this connection. in a positive way. And this is going to move them towards beginnings, you know, moving them in a different direction in order. I feel like as long as your person is successful in being honest with how they feel, it's going to create a new beginning for them. It's going to move them in a positive direction forward. And hopefully it's going to move them towards apologizing to you for everything that they did to you. Because I do feel when a person is in their ego, it means that they did something wrong. You know, people don't protect themselves in their ego because they do something right. So I feel like things may change in the near future with your person and with you. So this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. Now we're going to move on, my cat, to singles. Who is coming at you, singles? Who is coming at you, singles? We have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands, along with the Three of Wands. So this person that's coming at you is someone that is making a choice to, someone that wants is choosing you as their new beginning. Someone that knows that you may be going through some stuff, but they want you to be, it's almost like this person coming towards you wants you to be excited about the future, about the present moment, and really give yourself over to this connection. They want it, it's almost like they're so excited to come towards you. What is their intention? We have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, along with the Page of Pentacles. I feel like their intention is to find stable ground with you and really be truthful with you so that you will think of stable ways of opening up to them. How will they see you? We have the Tower card, the Judgment card. You know, I feel like they're going to see you as someone that, it's almost like, that brings them to the shocking revelation, this truth, that you too can, it's almost like this person never thought that they would want to be in a long-term relationship, but for some reason, they get that energy that's drawing them to you. What will they want the most from you? We have the Six of Wands, the Hermit card, along with the Knight of Swords. I feel like they want you to recognize the need to withdraw from anything that isn't truthful. You know, they want you to take a decisive action towards this connection. And they want you to know that their intention is to be truthful with you. So they also want you to know it's not their ego that's drawing them to you. It's you. It's weird, this energy and vibe from this person. So how will you see this person? We have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, this is someone you went through a painful ending with. This is definitely someone that you still have passion for, but someone who you really had to work hard on yourself to get over this painful ending. What will you want the most from this person? We have the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Swords. I feel like what you will want the most from this person is for them to know that you're still holding on to some indecisiveness, and you're not sure if you can trust them again. It's almost like you want to be honest with this person. They put you through. The Ten of Swords is a brutal energy. It's a brutal ending. It's an ending that's very painful. And I feel like what you want the most from this person is for them to know you're not sure if you're willing to trust them again, if you're willing to open yourself up to this connection again. So what will the connective energy be? We have the Moon card, the Emperor, and the Seven of Cups. You know, I feel like connectively you both are going to try to work on taking back your power from the fear of opening. It's mostly for you, Sagittarius. I feel like you're afraid of opening up to this person, and that's what you two are going to work on, trying to take, you know, find stability with that fear so you can open up to this connection. What challenges will you face? We have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of... I mean, this person really did you dirty. With the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, this person really backstabbed you, betrayed you, you know, left you feeling really horrible. And I feel like the burdens you carried from this betrayal, from this deception, it's going to be hard for you. I mean, the Seven of Swords with the Five of Swords, that's some backstabbing, mentally defeated, betraying bullshit. Excuse my language. This person put you through a lot of unnecessary pain. What else? We have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, trying not to stress out and be afraid of this person. I do feel like a challenge is going to be trying to be more logical than emotions so you can move on and not allow any stress and anxiety to self-sabotage your ability to move forward. So this is a challenge. So what advice will Spirit have for you? We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Chariot. I feel like the first piece of advice that Spirit's going to have for you, you got to focus on thinking of stable ways of getting over it. No matter what this person did to you, betrayed you, you don't have to give them a chance. But you have to get over what they did, because the only person this kind of energy is hurting is you. What else? We have the Justice card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Another thing is, I feel like there was family interference. And I feel like you need to be truthful and communicate this family interference with your person, because this was another thing that really hurt you. This person may have had kids or a sister, brother, cousin, whatever. But there was definitely family interference from their side that really hurt you. You felt like you were getting ganged up on. And that can be a bad place to be. Near future, we have the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like what you should do is you should take this opportunity to stabilize yourself and start to move away from those hard times. If this person is coming towards you in a positive way, use that to your advantage to heal the past, and then see if it's possible to have more with them. So this is what I have for you. I hope it helps, and I thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, go with love and peace.